This is Bill Wills with Ryan Fisher of Lowe. This is our series on justice for you. And I want to ask you a few questions about hiring an attorney and trying to be comfortable with that relationship this time. It's not every day you need a lawyer, but when that need arises, I think it's important to pick the right attorney you're comfortable with. Now, if you were giving me advice, if we were together somewhere and I got to ask you, hey, about hiring an attorney, what are some things you'd like to keep in mind, maybe in asking questions and doing research?
Well, the first thing I would suggest is word of mouth. The same way you would pick a physician or an electrician. If you have friends that have been through this before or family members, ask them who their lawyer was. Ask them if they were satisfied with them. That's how we get a lot of our business. From family members and from friends and relatives of former clients. But nowadays, you can go on the internet also. All lawyers, all law firms have good websites. Read up about your lawyer. Make sure your lawyer practices in the area of the law that your case is in. Ask your lawyer how many trials he's had. Ask your lawyer if he plans to refer you to another lawyer or to another law firm if the case gets to the point where it needs to be tried. There are all sorts of organizations out there that recognize good work. Ask your lawyer if he's been recognized by any bar associations or any magazines. Most of the lawyers at Lowe have been recognized over and over and over again by organizations such as U.S. News, Best Lawyers, Super Lawyers. Do your homework. You can even ask for references.
Ryan, in justice for you, I've learned from you and all the attorneys at Lowe that you continue to remind me, Bill, it's not about a trial, but if need be, you're prepared. And I've come to learn in researching and looking at law firms, that's something that's very important to keep in mind when you're researching and hiring an attorney. If you need to go to court, Lowe is ready.
Well, sure, Bill. That's why we call ourselves the trial lawyers at Lowe. All the lawyers in our office try cases. We all stand up in front of juries and argue on behalf of our clients. The vast majority of lawyers out there never do that. There aren't a lot of lawyers that consider themselves trial lawyers. You'd be surprised. Even a lot of lawyers that you're very familiar with and a lot of lawyers that advertise for injury cases and wrongful death cases, they don't try cases. When you're hiring a lawyer, you want to ask that lawyer if they're going to see your case through from beginning to end. At Lowe you're not going to get referred to some other lawyer or some other law firm, or even in some cases to an out-of-state law firm, which happens all the time. We're going to see your case through from beginning to end, and you need to ask any lawyer that you interview whether that's going to happen with them. In fact, a lot of the cases that we handle get referred to us from these lawyers that find themselves behind the eight ball. They don't know what to do. They refer those cases to us so we can litigate them.
Thank you, Ryan. If you think you might deserve compensation from being hurt or a product that wasn't properly made, maybe you need to contact the trial lawyers at Lowe and learn more about what they might be able to do for you. On the web at lewm.com. Ryan, thanks much.